If you've worked so hard to build a life here in the United States, if you've spent years waiting, sacrificing, and dreaming of finally holding the green card or U.S. citizenship in your hands, then this video is truly for you. Because today, we're going to talk about something that many people never expect. Yet it happens more often than you believe. Even after doing everything right, paying your taxes, following the rules, keeping your record clean, some applications still get denied. And the reasons behind those denials can be shocking. Not because people are doing something wrong on purpose, but because small details, misunderstandings, or hidden rules can completely change the outcome of your immigration journey. I know how stressful and emotional this process can be. For so many immigrants, that little card or citizenship certificate represents safety, freedom, and the chance to finally say, I belong here. And that's exactly why this conversation matters. You deserve to know the truth, not to scare you, but to protect you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 shocking but true reasons why green card or citizenship applications can be denied, and most importantly, how you can avoid them. These are things your friends might not warn you about, and sometimes even lawyers don't emphasize enough. But by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the risks, you'll also feel empowered and prepared to take control of your future. So take a deep breath, relax, and know that you're in a safe space here. We're all learning and supporting each other on this journey toward a better life. If you find value in this kind of information, please give this video a like. It helps more immigrants just like you discover the truth and stay protected. Now, let's get started. When people think of green card or citizenship denials, they often imagine something dramatic, maybe someone breaking the law or lying on their application. But the truth is, denials often come from things that feel so small, so ordinary, that most people don't even realize they're making a mistake until it's too late. And that's what makes it so heartbreaking. So let's dive into the first shocking reason your green card or citizenship could be denied, and how to make sure it never happens to you. One of the biggest and most overlooked issues is incomplete or inconsistent information. I can't tell you how many times someone's journey gets delayed or denied because a date doesn't match, a middle name is misspelled, or a question on a form is misunderstood. It might sound harmless, right? But to immigration officers, consistency is everything. If your paperwork tells 2 slightly different stories, even if both are true, it can raise red flags about honesty or eligibility. Imagine waiting years for your dream interview, only to find out that a small typo or an unchecked box makes your whole case look suspicious. It's devastating. So here's what I tell everyone. Before you send anything, take your time. Read every single question twice. Don't rush, don't guess, and if you're unsure, get professional help. You're not just filling out papers. You're writing the story of your future in America. And that story deserves to be accurate, clear, and true. Now, the second shocking reason, and this one surprises people all the time, is financial or tax-related issues. Many immigrants assume that as long as they're working and paying something in taxes, everything's fine. But USCIS looks closely at your financial record. If you've missed tax filings, owe money to the IRS, or claimed certain benefits you weren't eligible for, it can all come back during your application review. Think about it from their point of view. They want to see stability, honesty, and contribution. So if there's anything questionable in your tax record, it could make an officer doubt your moral character or financial responsibility. I've seen wonderful people, hardworking, honest people, get delayed because of one forgotten tax return from years ago. So if you're in this process, please take a moment today to make sure your taxes are clean and up to date. If there's an issue, fix it before they find it. Talk to a tax professional, set up a payment plan if needed, and keep every receipt. It's not just about numbers. It's about showing that you take your responsibilities seriously. The third shocking reason your green card or citizenship could be denied is something deeply personal: your past mistakes. Now, before you worry, I don't mean you have to be perfect. Everyone has moments in life they wish they could change. But here's the truth. Even minor legal issues, like a misdemeanor or an arrest that never led to charges, can cause problems if not handled correctly. Many people don't realize that some immigration applications require you to disclose everything, even if the record was expunged. The system values honesty over perfection. If they find something you didn't mention, even a tiny thing, they may not see it as a small error. They might see it as dishonesty, and that's enough to deny the case. I've met people who told me, I was scared to mention it. I didn't think it mattered. And that fear cost them everything. So, my friend, if there's anything in your past you're unsure about, talk to an immigration attorney before applying. The truth, explained clearly and upfront, is always better than silence that later looks like hiding. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be transparent. And now we come to the fourth shocking reason, one that's both emotional and powerful: failure to maintain lawful status or follow immigration conditions. This one hits home for many immigrants who've lived in the US for years, working, building families, doing everything right. But sometimes, because of delays, confusion, or bad advice, people accidentally fall out of status for a short period. Maybe their visa expired while paperwork was pending, or they changed jobs without realizing it affected their work authorization. To the immigration system, that's a serious issue. But here's what's important: it doesn't always mean your journey is over. The key is to be proactive. Don't ignore mail from USCIS, don't delay renewals, and don't assume that everything's fine because nothing bad has happened yet. Always keep track of your documents, deadlines, and status updates. If something feels unclear, reach out for help before it becomes a problem. And if you're watching this right now thinking, "Oh no, that sounds like me," take a deep breath. Don't panic. What matters most is how you handle things moving forward. Many small mistakes can be corrected with the right steps and guidance. Now, let's be real for a second. I know this topic can feel overwhelming. Nobody wants to think about the possibility of being denied after so many years of effort and hope. But here's what I want you to remember: knowledge is power. Every single thing we're talking about here is something you can prepare for, fix, or avoid. And that's what makes this conversation so important. You're not powerless in this process. You're not just waiting for a random decision. You have the ability to make your case stronger, to present yourself honestly and confidently, and to prove that you deserve to stay in the country you've worked so hard to call home. And as you do this, please don't go through it alone. Connect with community resources, talk to immigration attorneys, ask questions, and learn from others who've already been through it. The more informed you are, the safer you'll feel. You're part of a community, and communities thrive when we share information and support one another. If you're still watching right now, that tells me something about you. It tells me that you care. You're the kind of person who takes your future seriously, who wants to do things the right way. And honestly, that's the mindset that makes the difference. It's not about perfection, it's about preparation and awareness. So as you move forward, take a little time to go over your paperwork carefully. Double check your information. Make sure your taxes are up to date. Be honest about your past, and stay on top of your immigration requirements. These might sound like small steps, but they can be the difference between heartbreak and happiness. And remember, you've already come this far. You've faced challenges, crossed borders, adjusted to a new life, learned a new system that takes courage, strength, and resilience. So don't let fear hold you back now. You've got this. You really do. Before we wrap up, I want to share something personal with you. I've spoken to so many immigrants who were terrified after getting a notice or who felt hopeless because their case got delayed. And then, after learning what went wrong and fixing it, they finally got that approval letter. They cried, they celebrated, and they told me it was the best moment of their life. That can be your story too, as long as you stay informed and never give up. So if this video helped you understand something new or gave you a bit of clarity and peace of mind, please take a second to like this video. It really helps more people like you, people who might be scared or confused, to find this information and feel a little less alone. And that's what this channel is all about: building a community of hope, honesty, and empowerment for immigrants across America. Keep believing in yourself, keep pushing forward, and keep that dream alive, because it's closer than you think. Now, let's move on to each reason in a bit more detail so you can truly feel confident about your next steps.